Hello and welcome to Matt's Rocks. Today I'm going to be working on this piece of petrified wood I got in New Mexico. I did part of it yesterday. I cut it off this section of rock, or this rock itself. I just cut one slab off of it, and this was part of this slab. From somewhere. Oh, there it was. No, where was it? Oh well, it doesn't matter. But anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing. I was going to make just a sample out of this, but it's not thick enough really for a sample, and I figured out where the fractures were at on the bigger part and got it worked down. So I may make a cab out of this whole thing. It's a different shaped cab, not a standard shaped. This one's a little thick too, so I'm just going to make a freeform cab out of it too, or a necklace pendant type thing. And I'll probably start on the 80 grit on this one just because it's so big, and I've got so much to give them down to get it to start rounding, because I'm going to probably make it more this direction, wide, kind of hang down like this, you know, rather than because this is the actual face. Looks good, but I think this will too, all the way around. I think it'll look good if I just try to maybe even just round it and leave it kind of a teardrop shape. We'll see what happens when it gets there. But well, I'll move this over and zoom it in. The last two times I forgot on the first wheel, I forgot to zoom it in and stuff. This way you'll be able to see what the heck I'm doing on the first wheel. Of course, yesterday when I started on, the last two times I started on the 220 grit because I didn't have as much to take off. One little chip right there that I still ain't got out yet. And then I got a few chips here from this fracture that's running through there. It's filled with that rust. Trying to round everything off a little bit more. I don't like this point out here all that much. Get my flat spots out and all that good stuff. Get that chip out and then I'll be ready to go. Find that chip again. I knew it was on the other side, but I just wanted to check this side again just to be sure. And I had to round off that cut face that I cut. this one here. I wanted to round it off. I don't want a flat side on there. I think that's clear chalcedony underneath that darkness. Or agate, whatever you want to put it, because it does have lines in it. They're just not fortification lines. They're inclusion lines, but and they're both the same thing. It just somebody decided that it had to have a different name if it had fortification lines in it. It's all the same stuff. Super micro mineralized silica, or super micro crystallized silica. I'll go running that thumb up against there again. Yeah, let's get some more of that off there. So I think that's going to look good. It kind of gives it some depth. It's like you can see down in it. And I've never cared for rust really all that much. The orange don't look bad, but as long as it's not messing up the chalcedony, making it softer, I don't mind it. If it starts making the chalcedony softer, where it's going to undercut and all that, or still a fracture where it fractures out again on both sides of the fracture, or where it makes a chip on both sides of the fracture, I don't like that. Jesus. pixelized on that side. That's got a nice little line and pattern on it. We got a little bit of fracture coming out in this rust up here. And that line looks like a fracture, but it's not. Let me dry it off. That line there looks like a fracture, but I don't see any split in it. Now there I see a little bit of a split. Just let it dry the rest of the way off. Okay, it is a fracture. See, it's still a little bit wet in there. Comes around and down this side, across the bottom, back up to there. And here, I thought this piece was pretty solid. That's what I get for thinking. But I think I've got it enough now, shaped enough now. I can go to the next wheel and get it smoothed out and start shining it up. Let's see what it looks like with no water on it. It will let some light in, but not while this back section's on there. Well, actually, there's letting a little light into that back section. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Still a good-looking stone. If it weren't for all the dang fractures, I'd be happy. I think what I'll do is polish them up first before I try to stabilize them, but I don't know how much it costs for a vacuum chamber. I don't reckon I'd need one all that big, but I have no idea how much they cost. And it would be the best way to stabilize the stuff with fractures like this, because you can put your acetone and epoxy in there and put this in there and two in a bowl, and glass bowl or whatever, and put a vacuum to it and let it suck the epoxy and acetone into the cracks and fractures so that they won't fracture out anymore. cut of the finger there. It's not actually a cut, it's just a scrape, but well, it is a cut, it just didn't go very deep, and I think it's from when I was started working this without taking the edges off of it first, the sharp edges. I think that's how I got it. It didn't go down deep enough to bleed or to hurt, just enough to hold the dust and show up. Yeah, I think if I tried to drill the top of this, I think it would come apart from right here all the way around and up and across and back down. I think this whole section right here would come off. Pop. Without being stabilized anyway. If I stabilized it, then I could go ahead and drill it. And actually, if I stabilized it first and then drilled it and polished it some more and then glued it in, maybe that would get the inner section, because that glue is still only going to go so deep into that rock. No matter how much you put in there, it's still only going to go so deep before it hits a roadblock and stops or dries out or what have you. I think. I don't know. I've never done it. That's my theory. That's all I got to go by. I tried stabilizing stuff with just acetone and in a jar, acetone and epoxy, and it didn't work out too good. I still polished the rock. It wasn't a very decent rock. I think it was a piece of jasper, and not even a real good piece of jasper. I think it had quite a few pits and stuff in it, but along with the fractures. But it was more of an experiment than anything else. I think I did 2 or 3 pieces, and then finished polishing them, and I don't know if they worked out good or not. I don't even remember which pieces it was now, and I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'm going back and looking at them. I didn't film any of it, or I didn't video any of it, let's put it that way. Forgot about the soft and hard spots in these white occlusions. I'll need to these dull spots. I'll have to take some special care to it. But I'm done with that wheel for now. Raise the camera here. Okay. Okay, I'm ready to go to the next wheel right after I put another eye drop in. Yep, I'm ready to go to the next wheel. I got a feeling I may not be able to get any of those inclusion type scratches out. But what you have to do is polish the stuff on either side of them so they don't show up as bad or as well. And that way, because you can't get rid of them. You can see that the way the inclusions run, and it's like the fibers in the wood, basically going side to side. And that's why it looks like there's crossways hatches. I haven't worked at crossways in a little while on any of these. Well, on this stone anyway. So I was trying to get out those cross scratches that aren't actually scratches. Let's go to the next wheel. The less and less grit I got, the less soft stuff gets chewed off, and the less I have to worry about it. We're ready for the next wheel. One little spot there looked like a flat mark. Short waist scratches. Got it. What's that one? Flat still yet. It may be inclusions in it too, but it's got kind of like scratches going in all different directions, so it may be fractures, little fractures too. Or what's left of little fractures, because that's the spot that's the side that I cut with the saw. It's sticking up like this. But it does also have lines going all different directions. And a small little fracture coming in through here. And a fracture coming down here. That's a healed fracture. That's a healed fracture. I do believe. I am ready. Next wheel. Maybe I won't have to take this to the aluminum oxide. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get lucky. Of course, it shouldn't take long if I do have to take it to the aluminum oxide. Yeah, those inclusions just ain't coming out on that. Let me go ahead and run it crossways and shine up the in between the inclusions and the tops of the inclusions and make it all look the same. Got a few over here that are just like it. They're look like scratches, same on the sides and the bottom. Little pits, little things that I don't like, but I can think where they don't show up quite so heavily. Go ahead and rinse off my wheels. Okay, here we go. I'm going to throw a little more water on there. I just wet it down, but I noticed my camera didn't look quite the same on the viewfinder, so I thought maybe I'd change it over to photo instead of video. I had to check it, let my pad run and dry out on me. Okay, I believe I'm done. Let me give it my fingers a final rinse. Okay. There's the stone. Nice shine on it. Hopefully you can see that. Why did it show me the handle is connected again? I got some water on my fingers. Thought so. I didn't dry them off when I got done spraying it, using that spray bottle. I got most of the, you might still be able to see a few of the scratch, or the, what look like scratch marks, it's inclusions. I can't really tell because I can't see good enough from here, and I hope that didn't break nothing. Nope. Okay. There's that side with the dark spot on it that ends at a fracture. It's had some other kind of inclusion come in and just leave it a dark, probably iron or manganese, cobalt, something, or not cobalt, something a little bit blacker or darker. Smoky quartz, maybe. I don't know. But it's a good looking. And all those little inclusions on this side give it a depth there. It looks like it's clearer, but I can't seem to get the light to. Yeah, you can get a little bit of the light through, so it is clear chalcedony. As you can see it coming around the side there, beside where the flashlight's at. But anyway, that's it for that one. I'm going to start on another one here, and that'll be a different video, but that's it for this video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Leave a comment. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to get this thing raised up. And if I get any of these online, when I get some of these online, I haven't got any yet, but you'll be the first to know. Well, maybe not, because this video will be later on in the series, because I'll have to have the ones I did first started out, which is a bunch. I've got a 5 gig hard drive, almost 3 gig hard drive, almost full of video that I got to edit yet. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, tip. I've always take advice. Always love tips. Ask me any questions you like. I'll answer those too if I can, or try to anyway. Once I figure out how to use their program. I haven't done anything on YouTube yet, but I will. And it shouldn't take me long to figure that out. So thanks anyway, and or thanks again, and